Welcome to Activations with JJ Energy Update for February 22nd, 2021. Thank you so much for hopping on to listen to this episode. I'm excited to kind of bring through some things I've been feeling, some different energies that have been knocking at the door, and that I feel like will be beneficial for us this week. Personally, I have actually had some pretty intense weeks over the last couple of weeks, doing a lot of inner work. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel like it's a time to shed old beliefs, to work through and expand beyond some of the experiences which might be limiting us, or just some of the experiences that are ripe for us to address. I don't judge different emotions or different experiences, different things we go through. I don't choose to use that framework. I see everything that we do as expanding. And I truly believe that when we talk about removing blocks, we're really just talking about expanding our perspective about that particular incident or that particular part of our life. So as I was kind of thinking about processing those things on an individual level, but also knowing that what we do on an individual level affects the collective. Those of you who have listened to my interview with Cindy Edison, who channels Joseph, know that that's what we talked about. We talked about how change will start individually before it affects the collective. And that's something that we can do, something that we can actually enact. So one of the energies that I've been feeling drawn to, one that I've actually channeled before, is related to creators and creator gods. And what I've been told and feel like is named Elohim. If you actually look up that word, it's a plural word. It can be found in Christian literature and in Christian beliefs. Hebrew is actually the origin. So technically it started with the Jewish tradition. But the word Elohim, again, is plural. And so I always feel like that really resonates with me because most of the energies that come through, as you know, feel more like a collective than an individual. The funny thing is I always sense like they're telling me it doesn't really matter what you call it. We are one, we are many, we're all of the above. But again, I like the idea of using a we because I think it helps us to understand the interconnectedness of all of us. So as we prepare to receive their message, let's just kind of get in that frame of mind. Try to release maybe some of that vibration that might repel what we're going to receive, some of the kind of junk, I guess you could say, from the week before, or just anything you kind of want to shake off, let it roll off you. Tune yourself in. Align yourself to this message through your breath, through your intention. It can be as simple as that. And I will tap into and connect with Elohim energy. We come to extend and expand and invite. We are Elohim. We are intensely connected to your planet and overjoyed at your desire to connect with us. We are constantly watching and overseeing the work of our hands. We are delighted with the beauty of the souls which gather to listen to this transmission. We are ecstatic and wish to convey how pleased we are at the brightness of your beings. At the way you have weathered this change and these ongoing changes. You have endured, you truly have endured. More is coming, and more will be expected if you desire to shift. Know that it is always your choice, and know that each and every one of you have the potential to expand to whatever level you wish. There is no unseen outside force holding you back. You are the only limiter of your expansion. As we have been asked to provide 3 points, 3 topics for discussion pertaining to this week and this time period. We wish to allow you to sink a little deeper before we transmit these messages, so that they may be received body, mind, and spirit to the very depths of your being. You may wish to take a deep breath and allow yourself to surrender, to connect. Our first item is to recommend and invite you to begin to connect with energies, to channel, as you might say, similar to what JJ does. We invite each and every one of you to do the same. The easiest way to begin is simply by writing, automatic writing. There are many resources available for you through your internet and through your guides. We invite you to experiment with connecting to energies which are of a higher density than your planet. One of our reasonings behind this is that as these threads, these connections are established, they may be used to assist the planet in shifting more rapidly to a higher dimension and in calibrating itself to the new density with less discomfort. The shift will happen regardless of whether or not you take these actions. However, as this is a collective endeavor, we offer this invitation to ease the shift and the symptoms of the shift. Secondly, we invite you to expand your circles, your social groups, to include diversity. Many may believe that the word diversity or inclusion is simply a political term. This is not a political term. This is a concept of the heavens, you might say. A concept of the higher density beings, the higher density cultures which Earth is shifting to. As you begin to become more comfortable with people who do not look like you, who do not believe as you believe, who do not speak as you would speak, you will begin to see similarities at the core. You will begin to see the connection you have to all through your divine heritage. And the differences will fade to the background as you become unified with all people from all walks of life. And you begin to emit the signal of love, which has been programmed into each and every being on this planet and is currently being noticed to varying degrees by different people depending on their situations. And again, you may strengthen that signal within yourself, and in doing so, subconsciously, energetically influence others to notice that signal again, the signal that is always there, the divine spark within each person, that commonality which binds us all together. Our third point is related to our role as creator gods and to your potential as a creator god. We ask you, invite you to seek out more opportunities to create. Some of you may immediately visualize an easel with paints. And for some of you, that is not how you create. Let us expound on the different ways you may create. There are some of you who will create through words on paper, words on social media. There are some of you who may create through images, photos, designs. There are some of you who will create as you explore different places of nature, creating an energetic grid or path, leaving behind your signature everywhere you go. And if you desire, You may go into vision to see the swirling colors which you leave behind you and paint on the canvas which is this planet in a way that you never realized before. You may also create connections, as we mentioned in the second point. Connections are creations. Relationships are creations. As you reach out, your love for all will expand. Your connection to Source will intensify. And your ability to create in any way you see fit will be enhanced. Love is the key. Dear children, love is the key. Take a moment to receive what we have to offer with the unspoken energy which we are emitting. Breathe in the message. And notice how natural it feels to embrace your role as a creator. For it truly is an innate part of who you are. We again offer our gratitude for your willingness to receive our message. We are Elohim, and so it is. Begin to feel the fading away of the connection for the moment. Thank you so much for joining me for this energy update. I hope you have a wonderful week. And as always, the divinity within me honors the divinity within you. Namaste.